coming out with a new movie.
Yeah, he is. You know what it's called?
No.
Oh, Wonka, Wonka, Wonka.
Are you ready, comedy partner? Waka waka.
What's that from? I completely forgot. What's that from?
I don't know.
Oh, waka waka waka.
I don't know.
That seems like an old time.
Yeah. Harpo Marx, maybe.
Yeah, it might be Harpo Marx
with the horn.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah. Yeah. Fozzie Bear.
Oh yeah, well, it's Fozzie Bear.
Is it?
He always would go waka waka waka.
Yeah. There you go. So we're
Fozzie
talking about the
Bear.
movie Wonka with Timothée Chalamet, and it's like, do we need another Wonka movie? We've had Willy Wonka, then we had Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp. So now we're gonna get another Wonka movie.
There was another one in there somewhere. I thought there was one other that was done. But maybe I'm mixing that up. But, to tell you the truth, I mean, that first movie had so much magic in it.
Yeah.
I mean, as a kid,
I
you were
know.
mesmerized, but you were also scared. I mean,
it was a
some
very
parts.
weird movie when you look back at it retroactively as an adult, and you're like, as a kid, I enjoyed this. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you did enjoy it as a kid.
It
was magical. It was all about a chocolate factory. The Oompa-Loompas.
And Gene Wilder screaming at
And
you
the
as
kids.
and we're going faster through the cavern, and he kept going up and up and up and up.
And they're certainly not showing any signs that they are slowing.
But as a kid, I'm not even getting it now.
You're gonna eat this chocolate bar. I like it, sir. You know what I mean? He was just like very rude to everybody, and like as a kid, you didn't really see it like that way. But when you watch it as an adult, you're like, wow.
Plus, all the kids that were naughty seem to have died.
Yes.
Initially.
Yeah.
And then they show up later, obviously. But, from a kid's standpoint, you're like, oh my God, these kids are naughty and they're getting killed.
Yes.
I better not be naughty.
No.
Oh, you took it the other way?
And then Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was just almost a non-starter once you watched it.
Oh, I never watched it.
It was bad.
It was bad?
It was bad.
So my point, going to the end of my point, is I think they realized they could have done a better job. And they're like, we need to get another one.
So you think this is going to be softer on the palate for kids? It's going to be a more likable
I think it's going to be more of a surrealistic, trying to capture what happened in the original, but... Well, no, actually, I don't think that. I think it's going to be more to your point. You just
changed your mind on camera?
Because you know why I changed my mind is because I also remember Gene Wilder and how he played it.
Yeah.
And he played it like a cruel, person.
Well, he wasn't cruel. He was just he was
just mean.
Yeah, mean. He was mean.
I mean, I know that, and then eventually in the end you found out why.
Right.
But I don't think they did that properly in the last movie. And so this one... It seems to me, though, Timothée Chalamet, I don't know if he's going to be able to pull off that level of meanness. He seems like he's playing more softer.
We shall see.
We shall see.
We haven't watched this trailer. We never do watch these trailers until we watch it live right here on camera. And so we'd like to hear from you. What do you think of this trailer? Is this something you want to go see? Let us know after you watch the trailer with us down in the comment section, right after you hit subscribe if you're new to the channel, and then hit like. And let us know what you think about this. So without further ado, let's get to this.
I've spent the past 7 years traveling the world perfecting my craft. You see, I'm something of a magician, inventor, and chocolate maker. So quiet up and listen down. Nope, scratch that, reverse it.
Mr. Wonka, I can see you're a man of great ingenuity.
What are you doing?
I'm making chocolate, of course. How do you like it? Dark, white, nutty, absolutely insane.
Many people have come here to sell chocolate. They've all been crushed by the chocolate cartel. You can't get a shop without selling chocolate, and you can't sell chocolate without a shop.
No daydreaming.
What are we gonna do, Willy?
Huh.
Huh?
Huh.
A double huh.
Do you have a pencil and paper?
Uh-huh.
I got an idea. I know things haven't been easy for you. They're gonna get better.
You promise?
I pinky promise. That's the most solemn vow there is.
Where do we start?
A good chocolate chip is simple.
Where's this?
That's
weird.
what's happening. What's a chocolate that makes it fly?
Let's find out, shall we?
Who's for Havertop?
It's CBD chocolates.
Makes you fly.
Defying the laws of gravity.
Isn't this another,
Ladies and gentlemen of the Gallery Gourmet, my name is Willy Wonka.
He's good. Too good.
Pretty sure I've gained about 150 pounds in the last 2 weeks.
You could change her life, Mr. Wonka. Change all their lives.
Run away!
Every good thing in this world started with a dream. So you can hold on to yours.
Here we go, Mama.
Mark my words, this is gonna be the greatest chocolate shop the world has ever seen. So you're the funny little man who's been following me.
I will have you know that I am a perfectly respectable size for an Oompa-Loompa.
Number what now?
Allow me to refresh your memory.
Oh, I don't think I want to hear that.
Too late. I've started dancing now. Once we've started, we can't stop.
this is going to be some humor in this one.
This is a very different take. This is not what I was expecting.
It's a precursor.
Is it?
Yeah, they said how he became the famous chocolate guy. But so, in other words, he's obviously going to be a friendlier guy, and it's going to be all love and kisses the whole time with very little meanness that we all, as kids, loved when it first came out. I mean, you think about that. The cruelty of that movie.
Right.
Remember, he lived with all his grandparents in the same house.
Yeah. It would have been funny is there was 2 chocolate mavens, that were up there talking about chocolate and, nobody can daydream and all this stuff. Would have been cool if, their names were Hershey's and Mars, you know what I mean? So, and it's very interesting to see how, if you watch the History Channel, the Making of America, the food edition, and you saw, how Hershey's became a giant, and what he did was he went and sourced basically all the cacao in South America, and it would come on ships to Hershey, Pennsylvania. So when, people who used to work for him, like Mars, used to work for him.
Oh, okay.
And then, somebody else used to work for him. I can't think of who it was. When they came up with ideas for their chocolate bars, and they went to the market, there was no chocolate cacao to buy.
Oh.
So they had to go to Hershey's and say, hey, we want to make some chocolate bars too. And then Hershey says, oh, well, you'll have to buy the chocolate for me. So he thought, there's no way these guys are going to come up with anything better than I've come up with. So I'll just sell them and make a profit to them. And what he didn't realize is he was funding his competitors' startups to then take market share from him later on.
Right.
So it's really interesting. So I don't know. So the chocolate industry is very interesting.
I know. I know of somebody who works for, is it Ferraro? What's the Ferraro? I think it's Ferraro chocolates. And they do a lot of, it's a candy factory that's around the Chicagoland area.
Okay.
And so they have all these different assortments of different things, and once in a while she says, hey, I've got this and this and this. I was at a candy convention. I mean, it literally is like magic.
Oh.
To go in there let me have some of that, some of that, some of that.
Yeah.
There's a Blommer's chocolates in Chicago.
Yeah.
And you can go in there and just get free handfuls of samples of things, and it's like, this is awesome.
Yeah. So I saw this TikTok about what are the top 5 chocolate candy bars sold in the United States.
No.
And you can imagine Snickers was on there. Hershey's chocolate bar was on there. I think Milky Way was on there. But you won't believe what was in the top 5.
The next 2?
I don't remember what was 5, but number 4 you would.
Let me see. You've named the big ones there. The next chocolate bar, you got Almond Joy. I'm assuming is not in there. No, it can't be the peanut one with honey because that's not chocolate. I can't think of Charleston Chew. Was that in there?
Number 4. Let's cut to the chase. Toblerone.
Oh, which is not an American company.
Yeah.
I thought that
but
was European.
it's sold in the United States.
Sold,
or consumed in the United States.
Consumed, okay.
Yeah. So,
well, and that's probably because it's sold at most movie theaters.
And it's sold through a lot of kids, like
Boy Scout.
Like, hey, will you buy some candy? Here's some Toblerone. So,
what's the other one?
World's Finest Chocolate.
Yeah, well, they're right here.
Yeah.
Actually, I know the owner. He lives in Hinsdale.
Nice. Well, do you want to see this movie? That's the question. We just talked about that.
If I had a younger kid, I would definitely see this. But I mean, to me, this was made for young teens, and young kids. I mean, I'm not. There was nothing in here that appealed to me that I want to. Because they said Harry Potter, producer of Harry Potter, writer of, what was the other one? There was 2 directors in there, and it's like, well, Harry
Paddington.
Potter. Yeah, Paddington. I'm like, come on. Yeah. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, all right. Well, we know the audience you're going for here.
So I won't see this in the theater at all. Yeah. But whenever this comes to streaming or Blu-ray or whatever, I'll check it out.
So. It probably will have a really cool Blu-ray cover.
Yeah. Probably.
Maybe it might even be chocolate. It could be. You know how cool that would be if they had a chocolate piece that was in the Blu-ray? That would be cool.
That would melt and make a mess. So that'd
be
like
as it was sealed.
That'd be like dropping frozen turkeys from a plane on Thanksgiving Day. Bad idea. But
all
right. So let us know what you think, Cult Lords fans. Tell us in the comments if you're going to be watching Wonka and what you think about this with Timothée Chalamet. Right after you hit subscribe and and you like the channels. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. So,
please.
Dane, what's your golden ticket out of here?
Wonka, wonka, wonka! Peace out, everybody!